Said that you want to start creating online courses or a coaching program, but you don't know where to start. What I want to help you with is figuring out the right way to start so that you don't have to struggle and flounder and wonder, is this the right path? A lot of people who start creating online courses struggle to do it the right way. And they're stuck wondering, is this going to work? Is this going to make money? And truthfully, most people who launch online courses never make any money. They never make a dime. In fact, they hardly ever make even $1,000 a month. And so where do we get off, right? Where do those marketers get off on telling you that you can make $20,000 a month? Well, because there's a small subset of course creators that actually know how to do it the right way. And they start the right way. And by starting the right way, you're able to make sure that you don't have to backtrack later. You don't have to waste time. And the speed of the internet is crazy. After COVID-19 happened, everything accelerated. If you're not doing things the right way, you're doing things the wrong way, which is the pre-COVID way. And so you have to actually honor the world that we're in. Otherwise, you're going to fall flat and you're going to lose money. And that's what most people are doing. And so what is the right way to start? We have to look at how media on the internet has changed. People are scrolling, they're watching Reels and TikTok. Their attention span has shrunk to virtually nothing. And so you have to inject yourself into that and get in front of the right people at the right time to be able to lead them to what you're offering. But you might say, well, so that's about marketing and advertising. How do I actually build my course right? Here's where most people miss it. Most people waste time mapping out their course, coming up with what they're going to teach, mapping out their training program, when the right way is actually to pre-sell it before you actually have it ready to go. You pre-sell your audience on a course and you charge $1,000. If nobody knows who you are, charge $300, but then make it $1,000 next time. Because if you want the economics that's actually going to bring in $20,000 a month, you have to charge $1,000 minimum for what you're offering, or you're going to struggle to actually make a profit margin. I get it. You want to help people, but you got to not let your desire to impact people prevent you from actually impacting people and allowing this fear of selling, this fear of disappointing people, this fear of rejection from people to keep you from launching a course and pre-selling it to your market to prove the ideas that you have. And that's what we show people how to do, is how to create their marketing funnel, how to get leads on an email list, and then run live Zoom calls. And that's what we do, is we have people run these live Zoom calls. It's the whole process that we do. They get people on a Zoom call, and then we tell them, okay, now go sell your course for $1,000. And we teach them what to say during the course. How do you script it out? How do you influence people's decision making? What's the most persuasive way to connect and to communicate? And then how do you actually know that you're getting the right people on that Zoom call? If you're doing anything else but this and you're trying to launch a course, have fun never making money. And I know that might sound harsh to you, but it's the truth. The right way is to pre-sell it before it exists, before you have the course done. And as you do this, you're going to develop the feedback loop. You're going to get data from people about what they want to create better offers that align perfectly with the psychological triggers of your target customer. And that's the goal. You tap into their psychology to where they literally physically can't say no to what you're offering, because it's so in alignment to what they've been hoping and praying for. And people say it's almost freaky how close you can read their mind. Anything but this doesn't work. After iOS 14 happened, when we run advertisements, we can't push them to people the way that we used to. And so you have to be able to virtually read the mind of your target customer before they have the thought and show up in front of them. And that's what we teach people how to do, is how to read the mind of their target customer. Now, obviously, there's no like weird hooky crap to it. It's all scientifically based, and it's all based on a process that is step by step that anybody can follow. It's very simple. It's very easy to do. You don't need to be a great salesperson. You don't need to be techie at all. And what we use is we use a tool called Jasper.ai. It's an artificial intelligence sales copywriting tool that writes all of our copy, all of our messaging, all of our language for our offers, and helps us trace down the psychological triggers using artificial intelligence of our target customer. A lot of people say AI is going to change the world. It already has. In advertising, in marketing, it's all artificial intelligence driven. And so you can't fight against a computer. You can't beat a computer. So you might as well join it. And that's what most course creators are getting wrong. They're literally operating on an abacus when we're living in a calculator world. And they're complaining that nobody's buying from them. Well, I'm carving it into stone tablets and nobody's buying from me. I don't mean to sound insensitive, but that is how most course creators and coaches are when they're mapping out their course and coming up with it. When we literally have a supercomputer that works for you, that writes all your marketing. And that's what's so crazy about it. I've actually developed what I call a recipe for this. It's a recipe that's written for course creators and coaches, and it's created for Jasper to help you write offer copy. It's developed and designed based off of Dan Kennedy's The Ultimate Sales Letter. This is one of the best books on writing sales copy and creating offers. And it starts by asking these questions. Who is the customer? You gotta at least know who your customer is. Listen, if you don't know who your customer is or who you're selling to, you got some work to do, buddy. Seriously, like you're watching the wrong video. If you do know who your customer is, what they care about, now you got to understand, what are their problems? What solutions do you offer them that are better than anybody else? And I need you to start thinking of yourself as being better than anybody else at what you do. Okay? And then you go through this process and you answer, what is your methodology? What's the best case ultimate scenario outcome from somebody working with you? And the artificial intelligence ends up writing all of this out right here. All of the AI actually goes through and writes this. And so let's actually do a quick demo here real quick in my Jasper.ai application. Is if we pull up an offer, let's say that you do landscaping customers who want to do their own landscaping and don't want to hire a company. Okay, great. And you're going to create a coaching program around this. Description. They struggle to know where to start and their landscaping doesn't look good. They aren't proud of it and feel embarrassed by how it looks. Perfect. What solution do you offer them? A simple 2-part strategy to do their own landscaping in just 2 hours a week. We show them how to get a better homes and gardens look without the budget or energy expended. Okay? Best case scenario, they actually get featured in Better Homes and Gardens. Okay? I mean, like, that would be insane, right? So here's what it is. This dials into the psychological needs of this person. What actually keeps them up at night? And this is Jasper writing this. They worry about the time commitment, not the end result. What are they afraid of? They're afraid that some fears might be spiders, snakes. People also know that's what people are actually afraid of. They're generally afraid of making a mistake. They're afraid of not being able to do it right or that it's too difficult. They fear the unknown, not knowing what to expect. I'll remove this one. What are their top 3 frustrations? They don't know where to start. Their landscaping doesn't look good. They get embarrassed by how it looks. And you could apply this to other sort of, you could do this to skincare. You could do this to health and fitness. DIY versus professional landscaping, which is better? So this ends up writing your headlines for your copy using the AI. And so I'm actually pressing on my keyboard here, Control Enter on each of these, and it's developing and actually creating the copy live while we're doing this. Okay. We make it easier for you to have a beautiful landscape without all the hassle. Get a professional look with all the hassle. You want a beautiful landscape, but you don't want to hire a professional. You don't have the time or skills to do it yourself. It can be hard to know where to start and even harder to make it look good. You may even feel embarrassed by how it looks. We make it easy for you to have a beautiful landscape without the hassle. Get a professional look without all the hassle. All you need is 2 hours a week and our simple guide. Literally, you can now take that, tweak it just a little bit, and base it off of a live event that you're doing. And so this recipe right here actually takes any business, any industry, and if you're creating a course, a book, a training, a coaching program, it takes the information about what you're offering and actually develops out your offer copy. So now your idea is you actually put that out there and you market that to people. You actually market and offer to people that want to feel excited. They want to feel relieved. They want to have a dream landscape. Your dream landscape without all the hassle or money spent. Like, those are headlines that you can use that we're able to pull out of here and be able to really start to identify ideas that work for launching our course. And where most people get it wrong is they're not starting at what I did. They start by mapping it out and I'm planning it out. And well, I'm a planner. Cool. I get that. Do that in other parts of your life. Rip that thing out of your brain that tells you that you have to do that in this business. Because with what's happening with AI and with social media, you don't have the time to do that because you will already be gobbled up and ignored by your market by the time you get it done. Nobody's going to care about what you offer. And I say that with experience, being in this industry for 19 years. You will not even stand a chance to make money against my clients. And I mean that nicely. Like, my clients will literally destroy your efforts if they're in a similar industry. like let's be real here, okay? And so I'm going to make sure of it. I'm going to make sure that every single person that I work with makes so much money that they don't know what to do with it. They make so much money and they dominate their industries as a category king, as you call it. The book Play Bigger talks about that, as the dominant authority on that topic. That's what my clients produce. That's what they do. That's how they are making 8 figures in what they're doing, because there is no competition when you actually do things the correct way, like I've shown you. Okay? And so a lot of people, honestly, there's only 2 reasons they won't do this. Pride. They got their head too far up their rear end. And they literally, everything I just said, they're going to find a reason to criticize it and why it won't work for their business. Great. Stay broke. It makes so much more opportunity for my clients. I love it. Or they're afraid. And if you're afraid, I get that, because there's fear of the unknown. We all are afraid of what we've never done before. But that's where, when you work with me, you get that solved, because I'm there for accountability. I'm there for support. I'm there to help you write your copy. I'm there to help you come up with your offers, your ads, and to put it all together for you so that you can have the confidence knowing that you're starting on the right foot and not halfway back in the Stone Age where nobody's going to buy from you. Okay? And so I love that. Some people say, Jeremiah, ain't that a little cocky of you? So you're saying, Jeremiah, that anybody who doesn't buy from your system is stupid. No, I'm saying that anybody who isn't doing what we're doing as a course creator and as a coach is doing the most stupid activity and way of building their coaching business possible. Because this methodology is what is working to produce 6 and 7 figure days for our clients, for the people that we work with. And if you're saying, well, I just want to make an extra $5,000 a month, great. This works for that too. This works for that too. You can start as little or as big as you want. Usually we have people start out where they're only spending, let me pull up my board here, where they're only spending $200 a month on software. This is the softwares that they're using. And one of the softwares we use Squarespace. I actually don't use ClickFunnels. Some of y'all might wonder like why I don't have a 2 Comma Club award. I don't use ClickFunnels. I use Squarespace. I use Thinkific to deliver the products. We use Zapier to automate things. And we use MailChimp for our email software. And then we use Jasper to write our copy, that Jasper AI app. Jasper.ai. And that'll come in right around $200 for you, maybe even a little bit less than that when you start. And so you can start right away building a course that is actually built the right way, that is actually built the best way, that grows and thrives and has raving reviews, like the raving reviews that we get from the clients that we work with. The people that actually work with us can't stop singing our praises, and they can't stop singing the praises of our clients, the lives that are changed. And so how many of you want to change lives with your course? How many of you want to change lives with your coaching? Well, that's what I'd love to invite you to, okay? So the doors are open until midnight tonight for my Client Growth Accelerator, and they close at midnight. In fact, they close in 4 hours. You will not be able to join until next year. And so currently, and you get all of my courses, you get coaching with me. I'm honestly not even going to tell you what's in it. You can check it out on your own by going to jeremiahkrakowski.com/accelerator. What's the price? It's $2,000 a year. And you're making a year-long commitment to join. Okay? You can do 0% interest. We will finance it in-house with no credit check. Everybody's approved. 100% approval. $166.42 a month. All you got to do is click here, click on the link. And, well, I'm logged in as the admin, so of course you see it. But you click on the link and you purchase it and you put in your credit card. And then you get access to all of the courses, all of the online coaching, all of the training, all about Facebook ads and Instagram ads and website building and funnel building, virtual events, TikTok ads, copywriting, offer building, creating your online course, how to be a world-class coach that actually knows how to lead people and changes lives, how to use the power of other people's stages. With one of my clients that ended up making over 8 figures in the past 4 years in his business, Rick Pino. And so if you're somebody that is a coach, is a course creator, is a trainer, and you want to get the help that you need and the accountability to get results, jump into my Client Growth Accelerator. It's over at my website, jeremiahkrakowski.com. You have until midnight to decide to jump into this. And I know that's going to be the best choice that any of you make for your business. So I can't wait to see you in there. It's backed by my insane risk-free 30-day money-back guarantee. I take all the risk. You can try it out, do the monthly payment, and say, hey, Jeremiah, this ain't for me. Heck, you could do the paid in full. Say, this isn't for me. And I'll refund you your $2,000. Send it back to you. No questions asked. You got it. Just because I want you to jump into this and I believe in it so much that I'm willing to take all of the risk by putting my money on the line for you to start to succeed. The only reason that anybody wouldn't take this offer truly is because they actually don't have a desire for success. That's it. They just don't have the desire. They don't want it. Because if they wanted it, they would have joined already. I truly believe that. And so if you're somebody that actually wants success, wants to make $20,000 to $40,000 a month in a coaching and course business, I'd love to have you in the Client Growth Accelerator. I can't wait to see you in there.